You continue your path throughout the forest, and as time goes on, you start to feel your feet getting somewhat sore. You're not really used to traveling this much every single day, but your travels have given you a reward as you see Alessandro casually walking around, speaking some language you really can't pinpoint to people you do not see. But as you close by, he seems to notice you. Oh, Mae, Melora, I see you found your way here?
Mm-hmm.
He looks towards your gem. I do not believe that your nor my mission affects each other's, so I would suggest that we go our separate ways and leave each other alone. Does that sound okay?
Stop right there, villain!
I take that as a no.
Sorry, nothing personal. School assignment.
Oh, I get it. And I'm sorry too. And you see as he pulls up one of his hands, a lit cigarette is in it. As he breathes in and exhales the smoke, you see behind him glowing red eyes appearing between the wisps of smoke. And soon thereafter, several shapes of humanoid figure are staring at you with red eyes. This forest is quite filled with spirits. I believe they might help me in this.
Mae steps forward, looking down at Alessandro from a huge rock. So, we can't die in here, right?
He raises one of his eyebrows at you.
Mae?
Just checking!
No, we can't.
That came out a lot darker than I intended it to. Sorry,
That was hella dark.
Well, anyway, raising both her hands, she fires away a blinding flash of light. But it isn't a damaging one. However, it is overwhelming, and it engulfs the entire part of the woods that they're in a bright, shining, white daze. Now!
Melora sees the opportunity and quickly lunges forward, trying to grab the gem from Alessandro. As she approaches Alessandro, she takes a quick look at him before grabbing the gem and dissipating into her mist form.
And as Melora flies up into the air away from Alessandro, Mae, you notice the trees around you are closing in, and vines and branches lash out, grabbing you by the leg and throws you headfirst towards one of the nearby rocks.
As Mae flies through the air, she sees that she's about to hit a huge rock, and by pure instinct, she fires a blast, this time one that does harm, and the rock that she was about to hit raptures out of existence, letting her land softly in the leaves.
My eyes. Spirits! Grab Melora gently with the stone. And a horde of spirits are flying in full speed up towards you, Melora, encircling you. Suddenly you feel the ghostly apparition stretching their arm into your mist-like form. Not touching you physically, but more on a spiritual level. It's quite unsettling, so much so that you slightly lose control over yourself and you fall to the ground, landing on your butt in your physical form as the coalition of spirit brings the gem back to Alessandro.
Ow!
Mel, are you okay?
Yeah, I just hurt my bum.
I'm not responsible for my actions!
Alessandro rubs his eyes, they now being red from the irritation, but he seems to be recovering his sight. I said that you brought this upon yourself.
He got the gem, Mae.
I'm gonna get it!
But as Mae advances towards Alessandro, her path is blocked by the spirits, she finding no way to get to him.
Mel looks over at Mae and gives her a bright smile before looking over at Alessandro.
Look at this, it's something I learned.
She takes her fingers and points those finger guns that Mae always does and shoots water from her finger, quickly lighting out the cigarette from Alessandro's hand.
The force of the water not only puts out the cigarette, but shoots it out of Alessandro's hand. And as it does, the spectral entities disappear with the smoke. Alessandro shocked over the situation.
It worked! Mae, it was your finger guns!
Mae keeps charging forward and with a roar does a jump kick. Mae soars through the air and her foot lands hard on Alessandro's shoulder, but not done yet. she does a flip in the air and kicks again with her other foot, forcing him to drop the stone. And when she lands, she grabs it. It was the finger guns!
Alessandro is about to land on the hard surface of the rock, but both of the trees nearby him extend their branches, and instead he lands in a soft pillow of leaves. Alessandro looks up towards you, Mae, and gives a small smile, pointing his fingers against you, and says, "Finger guns." And all of a sudden, you feel an emptiness inside you, a hopelessness, like nothing can go right in the world again. Sorry about that. Emotional curse. But you kinda deserved it.
Mae kind of clutches her hand above her chest, stares at Alessandro, and then presses out a laugh. I felt worse.
You know what, Alessandro? You really are a nice guy, but this was really low, even for you.
Well, she drop-kicked me.
You should still be ashamed. How dare you put a curse on someone? Weren't you the one who used to say that you shouldn't put curses on people because it's bad? And now you curse her? How dare you!
It will go over if it's nothing worse than getting hit or something like that. I've ensured that it doesn't have lasting effects, but... He looks at both of you, looks at his position, looks at the cigarette lying in the ground, unusable, looks up to the sky. You can't die, huh? He puts his hand into his jacket and pulls out a lighter, an arcane insignia inscribed upon it. And he flips it open. Both of you hear a whisper, ethereal, unnatural in nature. Have you ever been to California?
Yes?
They tend to have some pretty big forest fires, and each one of them has their own spirit. He puts his finger upon the trigger mechanism. I would like to introduce you to Lyra.
Melora panics and quickly rushes ahead, grabbing a hold of his hand and turning it into ice.
Your aquatic hand engulfs his and turns into an ice block, preventing any kind of movement. Huh?
I'm sorry, Alessandro, I can't let you do that.
He looks towards his hand again, kinda speechless at the moment.
Don't apologize! He was gonna, pretend kill us!
Well, I know, but he's a nice guy. I kind of feel bad for him.
You guys are pretty great, you know.
You're not that bad yourself. And, thanks a lot for the help. You know, with the magic and stuff.
You don't need to thank me about that.
No, I really do.
No. That's what seniors supposed to do. Teach the younger ones, isn't that right?
Yeah, well, you still could have just turned me down if you didn't help me, but I really appreciate it.
And Mel just gives him a very sweet smile.
I know that you would have done exactly the same thing.
Mae makes finger guns.
Alessandro makes finger guns towards you as well, and you feel the hopelessness receding from your body.
Wow, a cure for depression!
Hey, finger guns?
More like turning off the curse.
Finger guns work for everything!
I said you were a nice guy, see? That wasn't so bad.
I thought that the people in our year were some of the best one ever entering the hero course, but we might have some competition with you guys.
Oh, that's sweet, thanks.
Chucks.
Oh, yeah, sorry about the hand, I tend to get a bit clammy.
And, sorry about your eyes?
It's part of it. Sorry about your souls.
It's fine.
My soul?
I think I've told you so many times that's where all the curses are placed.
I can't believe you hurt my soul.
Bruised it.
That sounds so metal.
Make sure that you win this game for me. I can't let everyone think that I got defeated by the losers in this arena. I give up. And Alessandro disappears from your sight. Big letters saying disqualified appearing before you instead.
Whoa. I wonder what his mission was.
Hey, Mae, what if we all have the same mission? Like, that's why we're not allowed to speak with each other, right? Because think about it. Phoenix said that Mac and Homerun have one of the jewels. We have, 2 now, but Alessandro had one of them. So why would they be chasing the jewels if they didn't have the same mission as us?
Yeah, so maybe Phoenix and Rox are pulling a long con.
Or maybe it's just, to see who, gets out the best? That's maybe why they don't want us to speak with each other, because if everyone just grouped together, everyone would win?
Or maybe Rox is hiding a rock.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I mean, they're not that big.
No, they're kind of tiny.
As you stand and contemplate your assignment, you feel a cold wind flow over you as the forest makes its presence known.
But May, I'm kind of worried.
About what?
Well, they said the 3 jewels, right? And we have 2 of them, which means that Mac and Home Run have the last one.
Yeah, I don't want to punch them in the faces.
No, same here.
But honestly, I'd rather punch their faces than your face.
I mean, same. But like, they're our friends. They're our teammates.
Well, maybe there's a third option. What if we band together?
But how are we going to do that if we can't speak about the mission without being disqualified?
By not speaking about the mission.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
We just go to them and say, let's team up.
Oh.
That is a yes or no question. Then we are not discussing the mission.
That actually makes sense. You're so smart.
Oh, thank you.
And Melora runs up and gives her a hug.
After sharing a tender moment, both of you return to Vrox and Phoenix. Someone continues following the weird sensation that has appeared in his head, trying to find wherever Vrox is so he can finish this mission. But as he walks, he suddenly hears the voice once again, this time screaming in his head, "Get down!"
Without giving it much thought, Home Run hunkers down, face to the floor.
And as you start falling, you feel something traveling right over you. You barely manage to perceive it. It's too fast for even you to get a good read on it. And as soon as you hit the ground, you see by one of the stones, Emiko, huffing. Whew, God damn it! Whew, I didn't think I would be able to get it. And you see in her hand the jewel you once had.
Wait, what?
Hey, Armron.
Hello?
Yeah, I think I will be going. And she starts making a few moves away from you, ready to run, but it seems like she's loading up energy to do so.
Homer narrows his eyes towards Emiko. Alright, I'm giving you one chance to give that back. And believe me, I've already taken down 2 people to get it. I'm not afraid to take down another.
At first, she seems to be more occupied in the thought of getting away, but the power in your voice, the irritation, the "I'm done with this shit" energy you're giving off. She's picking it up and starting to kind of get nervous. Come on, you don't need all of the crystals, right? Right? She seems to be kind of a loss of what she's about to do.
With anger behind his action, Homerun steps forward to Emiko, assessing the situation, looking upon her, seeing that she is not fully concentrated on him, looking for an escape. Homerun takes this opportunity, and with his foot, finds a little bit of debris, a stone larger than the others. He perches it on his foot, and with a swift soccer kick, kicks it into her face. Getting staggered by the stone coming at her, he thrusts himself forward and takes the stone out of her hand. I have done so much for this. I've lost. I have gained. Please, don't make me go all out on you as well.
As soon as your speech really gets going, you see more and more hopelessness and fear creep up upon her. She seems less like a hero candidate and more like a scared child, being watched down by some kind of ferocious animal. Oh, okay. And all of a sudden she starts breaking down, crying. Come on, it's not fair to... You know how hard it is to get out of this place? I tried running so much. I moved even more than a meter per attosecond. I couldn't get out. Why does it have to be so damn hard? And she starts hitting the ground before her as she sobs.
Homerun feels for a moment as if he fell 1 feet from the air and landed once more, like his mind anchoring back into his skull, like it was something else driving his actions. He looks into the crystal, and the crystal looks back at him. He sees the reflection. Looking over at Emiko, he tries to see if she really is scared. Seeing that the tears rolling down her face are real, he feels shook for a moment. Homerun looks down at the crystal once more and puts the pieces together. She needs this crystal to run fast, and by running fast, she can get out of here. Looking at her demeanor, he sees someone who is not fit for this kind of activity. He walks forward, hunkers a bit, and puts an arm forward, trying to help her up. It's okay, Emiko. Look, you need this crystal, right?
Yeah, I'm not fast enough without it.
And you need this crystal to run fast so you can get out of here.
Yeah, I need to run really, really fast, faster than any time before to be able to escape it so I can complete this assignment. And she disappears, leaving the words disqualified hanging above you.
You did it, Emiko. You did it. Hope she can forgive me for disqualifying her. Ugh. Homerun looks down at the crystal once more. Why are you so much trouble?